So, in fixing your landing gear and making your steel sleeve, the first you're going to do, you're going to bend 2 inch of it. You bend the other side also 2 inch. That's from the down parts, you bend in 2 inch. Then you turn to the other side and you bend 2 inch through this way, and you go up. Your bending should go up a little bit, not much. You do the same thing also to this other side. After you're done, you take the other side also, you bend 2 inch this way, 2 inch, then you flip it the other way side, and you also bend it. Then you iron it well to bring out that line to fold very well. But this time around, you are not bending the inner part that projects out. We're not bending it because it is smaller part of the shoe sleeve. We all know that the shoe sleeve has two sides. So after this, we are going to cut our lining. So this is our lining. We'll pick the big parts of the lining and we'll place it, the big part of the sleeve, we'll place it on the lining this way. Then we are going to cut this side equally. Sorry, I'm looking for my scissors. So after we set it like this, we are going to cut this side equally, straight down. So I'm going to use a chalk to mark it straight since I have folded this side. Then on the down part of the sleeve, I'll go down by half inch. I'll go down by half of an inch all through. Then also at this side also, I'm still going out with half inch. So this is me marking the half inch. I'll still go out with half inch all through to the up to exactly this point. Then I follow the up part of the hand equally. So this is how I'm going to cut it. So as soon as you are done, you mark your lines to indicate your bad face and the good face, because we are going to join it separately before we join it to the main hand. So now we're going to cut the smaller part of our hand now. So when you place it this way, also on your lining. Then just as we did to the big part, we are going to measure half inch downward and half inch at the side also, just as we did to the big parts. Then we cut it also the same way we did on the big parts. So here on the machine, we are going to notch this side of the hand that we bent from the table. We'll notch it. We'll do the same thing also on the other side. Remember, this is the big side. We're going to notch it, and we're notching it to give sign. We're going to give sign on the angle that is there. So now watch how I will bend it. So I'm going to bend it this way from the center here. I'm going to attach the first cut to the second cut this way. We'll bend it. So I'm going to do it again. The way it is like this notch, you just bend them towards each other like so. So when you do it, then you sew it straight. You know how I'm sewing it. You sew it straight upward, downward. After sewing it this way, you bring it out of the machine. Then you cut it off. After you cut it off, you go to your table. Then you open press it. After open pressing, you turn. So I'll do the same thing for the other side also. So I'm done with the big part. So let me do the smaller part. In the smaller part, you're going to notch this side exactly where your folding stop. You notch it for the both side, exactly where you're folding your 2-inch folding. Then you turn it upside down and sew it till you meet where you notch. Then you sew it this way to the exact point where you notched. After you are done cutting, then you trim the little excess inside. After trimming the little excess inside, then you turn it also inside and do the same thing for the other part. So I'm done with sewing of the sleeves. So now I'm going to sew the lining. You pick one side of the big part of your lining to the matching part of the smaller part of the side of the lining, just as I'm doing. I'm looking for the one that matches it, because the hand we have the left and the right, so has the landing. So this is me trying to fix the two hand. So I'll do it for the both hand. So you come back to the table and open press that very angle that you sewed. If you remember that very angle you sewed, you are going to open press it, just like I've said. You open press it this way. After open pressing it this way, then you flip it, you turn it, and when you turn it, this is what's going to give you. It's going to give you this shape. This is how it's going to give you. Then you press it well, put your material on it, sprinkle your water, and you iron. And you do the same thing for the other one. After that, you press also the smaller part also for it to lie down. Then you go to the machine and join it. So at this point also, you bring in your lining. You also open press it for it to lie down. So this way you don't need to open press it, you can just press it directly. You do the same thing for the other side too. So after that, go back to our machine, and this is what we have. Then you pick the correct side the small side for the big side. You set it this way. After setting it this way, you top stitch the edge just to hold it together. You either top stitch it or you use an office pin to hold it. Anyone can work, but you can use what you are comfortable with. So after you top stitch it this way, after top stitching it this way, this is what you are going to have. Then you flip it to the inside like this. Then you hold the two sides that project out. Remember that place of notch it. That's where you're going to start sewing from your sleeve. You notch it this way. You notch it. Sorry, my thread cut. Let me fix it back. So just be with me. Sorry. So after that, you sew it this way. After sewing it, you sew it this way. You sew it this way. Remember the line that we put when we're bending the big side. So we're going to follow that very line up to the end. This very line, we're going to follow it up to the end. We'll sew it up to the end of the sleeve. So after that, you cut off all your thread. Always cut your thread. Then at this place, this corner place, you notch it a little bit. After you notch it this way, you go to the table, and you open press it with your iron. So after that, we'll go back to our machine. Then you look for the matching lining. Then exactly this line, you are going to just draw your chalk to get a straight line. So from where that chalk is, the matching lining, if you can look at it, this is it, is the matching lining for it. So at that point, we are going to join where we joined the lining to that very line. Then you catch it this way. You catch it this way and sew it. But now we're not sewing from the beginning. We'll go in with like 2 inch and leave allowance, so that this allowance will help us for the closing of our sleeves. So from here, you sew it straight to the middle of the width of the sleeve. Then you stop. After you sew it this way, then always make sure you cut your thread. Always make sure you cut your thread. It's very important, just to make your work neat. Then you catch it this way. You see how I'm catching it? You open your lining. Please, you have to be careful because this place is a very sensitive part of the hand also. Then you catch it this way. Then from where it is, from where you stopped your first sewing from, you sew it also to the end, but you will not reach the end. You leave the same 2 inch that you left from the beginning at the end also, to enable you to sew when closing the hand. So this is what we have. Always make sure to cut your thread. Always make sure to cut your thread. So this is what we have. This is what we have. Then from here we're going to bend the sleeves. We'll bend the sleeves, then we'll know what, then you will know what, you put your measurement on how open you want your wrist to be. That's, you have to measure the wrist of the person to know what you're going to use there. So for my case, I'm going to use 10, which is 5. So the allowance I'm having is just half-inch allowance. Then after you know how much allowance will remain, since this place is not comfortable, I know you are supposed to catch half-inch. So you just bend this way. Make sure the 2 lines of your folding lines are aligned. Then you catch your half-inch and you sew all straight down to the end of your sleeve, like so. So after you've done that, you turn to the other side to do also, you do the same thing too for the lining, but this time around we're not catching half-inch, we're catching quarter-inch to allow the lining. Normally supposed to be bigger than the main hand for free movement of your hand inside by the time you wear it. So we're going to cut quarter of an inch of the lining. Quarter of an inch of the lining. Please don't catch more than half-inch. Just quarter of an inch is okay. And this is what I am also catching here too. So after that, we're going to close it completely. If you can see, the lining is bigger than the main material, so we'll just plint it. Like I said, your lining normally is supposed to be bigger than the main sleeve of the suit, so as to allow free movement, to make it free. So the remaining of the lining, we're just going to plint it. I'm going to show you how I plinted it when I'm done sewing it. So at this point, I'm done sewing it, and this is how I plinted it. So from here, we're going to flip it. We're going to iron it. Sorry, we'll go and iron it. So after ironing it, we're going to flip it through inside. So I'm done ironing it, and I'm going to flip it this way. This, from this center line, just put your hand and push it and catch it from inside, then you turn it. So this is what you're going to have. This is what you're going to have. Then you iron this place also, iron it back too, and lay it well and iron it well. So after ironing it, this is what we have. Then you remove your thread, set it well. Set your lining, set your sleeve, set everything you need for your sleeve. Then you press it for it to lie down also. So you press it well, and you are done with your sleeves. For those that still want to join my online class, I still have an online class going on, which will be starting on by August. I'll drop the link on the description of this video, and I'll also drop my WhatsApp number in case you want to just WhatsApp me and ask me questions and join the link. So this is what we have for the sleeve, and this is not just any sleeve, it's a functional sleeve. When I'm done ironing it, I'm going to show you how functional it's going to be. So from here, you open it, and with this opening now, you can fix your button, and this is how to do your sleeve. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and turn on your notification button. Thank you.